everybody. Welcome to this week's Weekly Roundup. I have a short list, but I feel like I say that all the time. So we're coming into the time of year where we're really moving along on a lot of our projects. So we spend kind of the summertime during our budgeting process planning for these projects, and then a lot of committee approval time, a lot of construction document, bidding preparation time, and then we actually bid. And then we get to this kind of fun point in the year where we get to announce the projects that we're going to fund for this year. And our street contracts is one of those. I know last week I talked about those contracts going to committee. There's a wide variety of work happening throughout the city of both reconstruction, some maintenance work, which is like resurfacing and crack filling, and then obviously a bunch of patchwork. But I think the big project that will stick out for this year is Oconomowoc Avenue, which is something we hear about quite often. So we're looking forward to embarking on all of our street contracts. We're looking for that work to begin probably like late April. So we're just over, a month or so away from our reconstruction and street work season happening here in the community. But nonetheless, good projects that we have planned for this year. Another one of those projects is at the bridge. So we are doing work and have been doing work for like the last week or so on both sides of the bridge now. So the work in front of the Masonic Temple building is going well. We're expecting that work to finish up in the exterior work anyway, finish up in the next couple of weeks. And we also have some work going over on the northwest side of the bridge, and that should also button up in the next couple of weeks. It should dovetail nicely into the state bidding of the bridge. So the bridge project right now is a state-run project that's out for bid. That bid closes, I think, on the 12th. And then it's a week or two before we'll know if they actually award the bridge project to a contractor for work in 2024. So I would say we're now kind of in this next like maybe 3 to 4 week window where we'll learn if the bridge will happen in 2024, which is maybe the first time I've even realized that myself, to say it out loud. We've been asking and questioning for like 2 years if this will happen in 2024, and now we're kind of in that home stretch. So we will know more after March 12th on if the bridge will happen this year. If it does, and depending upon how those bridge projects go, then the bridge would probably stay closed. If not, we would communicate that to you. We are also, as of today, beginning some water main work in that section too. So no new detours, nothing will change like that. But you potentially, if you're paying attention to that site, will see another mechanism of work happening, and that's some water main work we're having done in advance of the bridge project. This week, the Finance Committee approved the Riverside Park bathroom project, which is a big win. The community, this is a massive community park with bathrooms that were from the early 1900s. And we knew that the infrastructure inside of those restrooms was obsolete and could no longer be repaired or even fabricated materials for repairs. And so we awarded that project, and they are hoping to begin in early April. So we could see the Riverside Park bathroom project begin in early April and then hopefully finish by like late summer. Right now we have one building of the 2 restrooms has been demolished. We've kind of retrofitted the existing one for both men's and women's. We will build a new one, and then that building, the new building, will have men's on one side, women's on another side, a nursing mother's room, and a family bathroom. And so then when that's complete, the remaining structure will be demolished as well. So when all is said and done, we will have one larger restroom that will be able to accommodate both men's and women's, and then some family needs as well. So we're excited. We should probably, now that that project will be underway, we can share some images again of what that project will look like and some more information on the timing. Another big project that we have in the works is our Aquatic Center filtration system, which if you're not in aquatics or pools, you're probably like, yeah, whatever. But I think it's important that people understand, like, the Aquatic Center, like many of our assets, have substantial maintenance costs. So this is a 6-figure filtration system repair or replacement, actually. We're going with some more modern, safer technology, but we are hoping that this big project will be able to be completed prior to opening the pool this summer. The fire station, as I said last week, is out. Well, I think I said last week, but I think it actually went out for bid this week. The weeks are all blending together. The fire station's out for bid. That will close in a couple of weeks. We are still hoping to be able to begin that project kind of late April, early May timeframe. We do plan on having some informational meetings with the residents that abut that property, just so everyone's on the same page. But we're excited to be at this point where we will hopefully be signing contracts very soon for the fire station. So those are our big projects. Kind of segueing off of that, there are a lot of important things still happening, and one is elections. So we have elections coming up in April, and we always need people to help us on election day. Poll workers, people that kind of direct people on what line to get into. If you're looking to work for the city for just a day to help us administer these elections, please reach out to the clerk. There's a variety of different roles that we need help with in order to run elections at all of our election sites. Next week, we have a lighter week of meetings, which doesn't happen very often. The Common Council is meeting. The agenda is fairly light. Public Safety and Welfare will meet on Wednesday, and then the Town Square Programming Commission will meet next week as well. On the recreation front, there's some new events that are getting advertised. One is happening at the Square in conjunction with the library on St. Patrick's Day. So at noon on St. Patrick's Day, we will have events both at the Square and in the library, mainly geared towards children and families. So we're having a coin hunt, a craft in the library, some scavenger hunts, just a fun activity at the Square. Hopefully the weather's good, and in the library. We are looking for farmers, musicians, entertainers, local artisans, food vendors for our Thursday night markets that will be held at the Town Square. So if you have a talent or a product that would be perfect for our farmers market, please reach out to us. We want to make sure that we can have you at our farmers markets this Thursday in the summer at the Square. There's registration open now for soccer, baseball, softball, and then we also have a wide variety of adult exercise, so bar, kickboxing, yoga. There's a lot happening both for youth and adults through Park and Rec. And then we also put out this week, we've been trying to make it easier for families and caregivers to have awareness of the programming that we offer during spring break and other breaks off of school. So there's a one-stop shop post out now that talks about the events that are happening through Park and Rec, the events the library is putting on, and then also kind of our open swim times that overlay over the top of that. So we will be hosting bingo, movies, crafts, swimming, and the puzzle hustle. So there's a lot of events going on during that last week of March. On the job front, we are really swinging into the time of year where we need part-time seasonal help, and there is such a wide variety of seasonal help we need, from lifeguards and concession stand workers to building supervisors, which is just like a part-time evening gig while we have programming happening in Park and Rec. We also are hiring right now for a summer engineering internship. So we try to have interns both from high school and from college, and we kind of step them through their educational journey in our engineering division. So there's a lot right now for part-time or seasonal work with the city, and I would really just encourage you to check all those out. On the full-time side, we are hiring for an assistant city engineer, firefighters, a firefighter paramedic, police officers, a community service officer, and an arborist. So a wide variety of jobs there as well. And I would just encourage you to go to the city website and get more information on any of those. This weekend, Watertown Tourism has put out a really good post, like they always do, of all of the events happening in the city for the month. This weekend, I know there is our local theater company is having their play this weekend. The morning mixer will be happening downtown, so if you're traveling downtown on Sunday, just be mindful of the people moving about for that event. And I know there's also a couple of local businesses that are hosting some live music events. I think the weather's supposed to be good. Everyone keeps saying it's supposed to warm up, so great opportunity to participate in any of our parks. Watertown Tourism has some great walking tour guides, so there's plenty of options for you to have a great weekend here in Watertown. So have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.